Welcome to The Patty Show. My name is Patty Setiatti, and in this podcast, we'll explore the crossing point of the three P's: passion, pleasure, and positivity, and how they can lead you to your own personal paradise. We'll chat with inspiring guests, share practical tips, and dive into stories that will empower you to live your best life. Let's get the Patty Party started. Welcome back to The Patty Show, everybody. Woo! Oh my. Wow, I love the audience today. Very gentle, kind, and good vibes. Shout out to the studio audience. We'll get back to you in a little bit, studio audience. Welcome to episode 27, Passion, Unleashing Your Inner Drive. Yes, we're on season 3, y'all. Before we continue on this episode on season 3, I just want to give a huge shout out to the previous episode. My girl Amelia, my Indonesian princess, my sister. She's killing it in the acting game. She's doing her thing, always supporting on Instagram. Whether it's far away or nearby, you know, I'm always supporting you, supporting me. Terima kasih. That's how you say thank you. Yeah, I know, exotic.
Okay.
That's how you say thank you in Indonesian. So, terima kasih, arigato, all that stuff. And gracias.
Oh my god.
Speaking of gracias, my guest today, you know, to my right, left, whatever angle you see, you heard her lovely claps, her lovely energy. She is a talented singer. Yes, very talented,
Thank
organic,
you.
of course, passionate. She has the lovely curls, as you can tell over here, for days. I wish I had that hair. My hair is a bun. And she always brought the smiles to Squid Games when we were working together. Give it up to my girl,
That's
Jordan Castillo.
sweet.
Woo!
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming, girl.
Thank
I
you for having
appreciate
me.
you. Could you do a little self intro to everybody? You know, background, passions, quick little life story. Talk about those curls, and of course, how we met. Please.
Right. So I'm from Texas, a small city in
Texas.
Texas.
Shout out. What's the place in Texas called?
Houston. I'm from Houston.
House Town. Was
H-Town,
H-Town?
H-Town, keep it down, dropping candy on the ground. Yes.
Hold up. H-Town.
Dropping candy on the ground.
Dropping candy on the ground.
Beyonce.
Oh, see, I don't know the lyrics like that. Sorry. Sorry, don't
It's an
cancel me.
old song, but it's a good song.
There we go. Shout out to H-Town. She did win a Grammy, right?
She did. She got Album of the Year
Wow,
and a
Beyonce.
country Grammy.
Oh my God. I
Country
love.
Song of the Year, I think. Yeah.
Honestly, y'all, I'm loving country now. I was telling you this.
Yep.
I'm back on that country vibe again. Shout out to Nashville. Everybody in Nashville.
Nashville.
How y'all doing? You know? You know what I'm saying?
Y'all.
Do you guys say y'all a lot?
I say y'all all the time.
There we go. There's a country vibe. But you're not just from Texas, though. Tell me more.
Well, no, I am just from Texas.
Oh, there we go.
Born and raised.
Born and raised. But there's some more.
Born and raised in Texas, but I am half Mexican and half white. My mom is Irish. My dad is full Mexican.
Oh my goodness.
Latina,
We love
little Latina.
little Latina. That's why she got the little curls, the little spice, everything like that. How did your parents meet, by the way? That's such a cool mix.
They actually met in college.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Where
She
at?
was writing on a chalkboard, like the agenda or something, and he came up to her and was like teasing her and stuff, and then they just started going out.
Hold on, I gotta take notes. You said go to a girl when she's on the chalkboard.
Yeah.
I need to find my Valentine's Day date.
I think
Stop
he said
playing.
like you can't write, like you're writing so sloppy, or like he was like teasing her and stuff, and she was like they kind of got into a fight, and then now they're like married for like 35 years or something.
Man, I gotta find where my girl at. Maybe she's Mexican, Irish. I don't know. But they don't have chalkboards anymore. I'm trying to find it.
I know,
right?
yeah, they don't. Not a lot of schools have chalkboards.
I know, but honestly, I love chalkboards, but also hate them. You know that sound?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
A little screechy.
Yeah, the little
The
trauma
whiteboards
thing.
are where they're at.
Whiteboard, shout out.
We're a lot more smoother on it.
No, that's so funny. So they met because he was a clown. We love that.
Yeah, literally being a clown.
So are you the oldest, by the way, in the family?
Oh yeah. I'm the youngest. I'm the baby.
Oh my God, how many?
Yeah. So I have an older brother and older sibling.
Oh my goodness, and they're in Texas too.
Well,
LA?
my sibling's in Dallas, and then my brother's in the Navy.
Oh.
And he's in Indianapolis.
Okay.
He's in Maryland. They actually just had a kid.
Oh,
so.
Congratulations. Hopefully
Thank
the baby's
you.
going to be on the podcast one day when they're old enough
Yeah.
to sign the waivers, 18 and up. You know?
Waivers.
Oh, yeah. You know, we don't have studio audience yet. We don't want to get sued.
True.
We just started season 3 of the Patty Show. You know, like I said, you can find us on at Patty Show Podcast on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. TikTok is back. Facebook.
Yeah, TikTok was gone for like, what, a day?
I know. It's insane,
stuff was
TikTok.
crazy.
But I love TikTok because all the views and everything. Where can they find you, by the way?
Oh, nice.
Before we
Nice
forget.
segue.
Yes.
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Facebook.
Okay.
Let's see what else. That's it.
Okay. What is the handle, by the way, that I can find you?
Jordan with 2 R's, CM.
CM.
And my
Perfect.
music page is connected to my profile. So
Awesome. And talk a little bit more about that music vibe. Tell us more.
yes,
Tell us more.
yes. Well, I've been a writer my whole life, let's say, but I started getting into music when I moved to LA 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, but I always loved music growing up, but my fully like took it serious like 3 years ago.
Wow. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Well.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Well, y'all, this is my quick little flower section. We don't have the budget for the sound effects yet, you know. She did have flowers in her car. I should have brought them up actually.
Yeah, you
for the
could have.
It's okay when we get a better producer. Producer.
What was his name again? Your dog.
Oh, Cody.
Cody.
Oh, he's knocked out. Cody's knocked out. He's chilling. He's good. He's a good one. There's my flowers too.
Thank
Y'all,
you.
this girl
Thank
right
you for
here.
having me. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you coming.
Mm-hmm.
Busy girl over here doing all her stuff, hustling.
Yep.
And still singing. I saw her performance at, what is it called again?
The Good Night.
The Good Night. Love the venue. The people there. What's their homie that
Jonathan, aka J Dub.
J Dub,
my boy.
boy.
And then JT Rogers Music.
Yes,
check him
super
out.
Talented. But this girl was singing. Oh, how many? Like 6 different songs on that set.
I think it did like 8 songs.
Oh my goodness! I didn't even know you could sing like that. To be honest with you, girl. Because I've no. We'll talk about our origin story, how we met. But like, I was surprised. Yeah. I was like, damn. I was like taken away because also like. I didn't know you could sing to that country kind of music vibe.
Well,
I forgot. There we go. I forgot she was from Texas because it's been a while since we've met. You know.
Yeah.
Speaking of how we met, though,
yes,
what's yours? Yeah. How did we meet?
Squid Game action.
Squid Game.
Yes.
Another Squid Gamer over here.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it was so fun. Shotty was just so. As soon as I get, hey, Shotty. I was like, hi.
What's up, Shotty?
Yeah, he said, what's up, Shotty? And I was like, what's up? I'm Patty. Like, nice to meet you. Like, you're just full of energy. And just I just loved it. And I was like, oh, I like this guy.
I appreciate you. When did you get into the Squid Game? Because I came later.
I was late.
Oh, you were late too?
I wasn't one of the ones that stayed or the ones that started.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they all set up the set.
I think they started in November of 23, right? 2023?
Yeah.
Goddamn,
it's like late as hell. Like,
yeah.
I'd say late. Sorry.
Don't worry. We can say that word, right? Right, ABC, NBC? Please.
My bad.
But when did you start? December or?
Yeah, December. It was like maybe December, late December.
Yeah, because I remember, this whole thing. We talk about this in the podcast a lot because I had shout out to Tay, Sam.
Yeah,
and have more of the Squid Game crew up in there and expand more upon it. But it's basically like what? How would you describe Squid Game, honestly, like in your words?
Well, I mean, it was the experience, right?
Yeah.
So it was kind of like a what's it called, like a carnival type vibe where you kind of go in, try out like the actual games in their own sense, you know.
Yeah, it was like they had the night market, right?
Yeah, the night market. You know, it's like going to the theaters, but going into like a film set theater.
Yeah, immersive experience.
Experience.
It was at what's it called? CBS. CBS. You know where to find me.
CBS.
Let's get the Patty Show. Come on now. CBS. Come on. That studio is empty now. Let's take. Actually, I don't know if there's anything in there because it's been like.
I mean, they gotta change the set.
Yeah, I know, for real. Another flowers again. I haven't seen this girl besides seeing you from the show that you did.
Right.
Like it was almost a year at that point, like 10 months or something like that, because we ended March.
It was so
2024. I know it was insane, but that's crazy that you didn't start from the beginning because I thought you started from the beginning because like how close you were with everybody. She also has the good vibe over there with everybody. We all did different positions, like working in game, front of house,
FOH.
Yes, FOH, shout out FOH. But it was always fun because we usually had like similar shift times, so it would be super nice to see you and whatever you were doing, like the wristband master over here. Honestly, the whole wristband concept was actually pretty cool, but sometimes
they would always get messed up.
Oh my god, the technical difficulties! I didn't miss that. Okay.
I know, calling the tech people all the time, the radio stuff. I know. They would be like, "Figure it out," and I'm like, "Okay, I'm trying to figure it out."
Yeah,
but like, you know,
and then you just have to make up some crazy stuff for like the people that come in.
Yeah, they just make up all these stories, like literally gaslight them.
Yeah, you're like, oh, it's not working.
Oh. Well, maybe you forgot.
Maybe you
like you gaslight them.
You don't pay for VIP. Like, But
Literally.
honestly, what's cool about that is like you get to use a little bit of the acting, the
Yeah.
entertainment part, and it's Squid Game. So like
Yeah, that's true.
it made sense. Like if it was something like I don't know, more formal, where like you do like events and stuff, where like
Mm,
everything has to work and everything like that, then
yeah.
it's a different story. But
It's kind of
what
like my job now, the
shout out to
Wallace.
yeah. So
So
what's
it's
your
like
job right now, by the
I'm
way?
like I work at the desk at the Wallace
Mm-hmm.
in Annenberg Performing Arts Center
Mm-hmm.
in Beverly Hills.
Beverly
And so
Hills.
that is like, I mean, Squid Games kind of prepared me for that type
Uh
of
huh.
job because it's still arts and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, we can't mess up. Like,
Oh yeah.
that's like way, like, our customers, they complain, like, it's bad. And
Oh
like,
my god.
the other night, we had a show that was all, like, mostly in French, Spanish, and like a little bit English. And there was like subtitles on the screen,
Uh huh.
but it was like blocked off on the mezzanine, so like the higher up,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and they couldn't see any of it. And they all like complained to all these people who worked there. And then like we had to like tell them there was a QR code. It was like a whole mess. They're like, we
Oh
want refunds. Like it's all these like rich and like Beverly Hills
yeah,
people.
yeah,
So
yeah.
like they're like, this is like not acceptable for like you guys to be doing like blah blah blah. I paid like good money for like these
Oh man,
tickets.
that's tough. Well,
Yeah.
if they can sponsor the Patty Show, I'll let them. I'll
Yeah,
let
they
them
probably
complain
could.
to me. Like, you could complain if you give me $1 million.
Yeah,
But I know
yeah.
what you mean. Like, deal. I mean, that's the whole customer service industry, like service
Exactly.
industry in general. Whether it's
Yeah.
like restaurant work or like what we did with events and everything.
Yeah.
Definitely built thick skin. Uh,
Definitely. No, I've got the customer service on lockdown. Like they'll be like, "This is ridiculous." Da, da, da. I'm like, "I'm sorry, but it's okay." Da, da, da. You know, like I have it on lock now. Like trust and believe.
that's the patience she
Yeah, the
has.
patience. I make it always into a positive. I'm like, well, at least you got this. And da, 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 da. Like at the end of the day, you know, you still had a good time despite that.
That's such a good
You
life
know.
lesson, honestly, especially with, all the craziness that's happening, like, in the
Yeah.
world. LA too, like, shout out LA, it's been
Mm,
crazy
it's been a lot
month,
for
couple of weeks.
sure.
Yeah, 2025 has been wild, but we're still grateful. We try to find the brighter
Hmm.
things in life, like
Yes.
us meeting during Squid Game.
Yes,
What
exactly.
what a beautiful time. I'm glad you could share your art and everything. And what is it
Hmm.
again, the Instagram? It's
Jordan CM, 2 R's,
two
because the
R's.
first one was taken, I think.
Yeah,
Too
whoever
many
that
Jordans
is.
out here, you
Yeah,
know.
whoever that is, y'all fake. Stop playing. Unless you're a multimillionaire, you ought to be a producer. I'm sorry.
True.
I just need the funding.
Who knows? I
Who
need
knows?
the funding.
You never know. Valentine's Day. This episode's
Hey,
coming out after
yay.
Valentine's Day. Maybe I found my sugar mama by then. Manifestation, manifestation. We also had Maciek on the show too. Another Squid Game.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get everyone on Squid Game. So if you're watching this on Squid Game, you're gonna be next. Stop playing.
Stefan?
Savon,
Where you been at?
where you been at, bro? I'm trying to get you, man. I'm gonna have to add him when this
You
releases.
should. Be
I'm gonna
like,
add him
where
like,
you
yeah,
at?
where you at, Stefan? Big shot. We love
He's
you
a
though,
really
bro.
good musician.
Oh
I
yeah,
should
he's
check out
killing
his
it.
music.
He's amazing. I forgot his
Yeah.
exact handle name, but that's the boy, a great inspiration. And thank you again for coming today.
Yes,
Grateful.
yes.
It's I know working hard, hardly
Mhm.
working, all that good stuff. But I'm glad that you're pursuing your passions, and that's
Yeah.
perfect segue for our first little talking point, talking about passion today.
Yep.
All right. So our first talking point, igniting your spark. Okay.
Mm.
Shoom. Cha-choom.
Cha-choom.
Cha-choom. Thanks for this.
Cha-choom.
Thank you for the sound effects. Appreciate you. What sparks the inner drive to pursue passions for you
Right.
personally? Yeah.
So I actually asked this to a friend earlier, and he said the answer is in the question. And I was like, "Well, that's so wise and so
Damn.
true." I was like, that really stuck with me.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
he's like, my passions drive me, and I was like, yeah, like literally, like I wish I could like steal that, but I said phone a friend.
Oh yeah, like it's a game show.
Yeah,
It's like Jeopardy.
I was
All right,
like
so
phoning a friend. Yeah, but I mean, for me, I unknowingly like or like through my passions, discovered them like growing up.
hmm.
With writing at least. Like I used to write like short
Oh my
stories and like
god.
publish them and everything. So like, but I never really was like, oh, so I'm gonna be like a
Yeah,
writer.
yeah, yeah.
You know, like I was just, oh, I love this, da da da. That's why like I don't know, the unknown is like natural, and I feel like you unknowingly do your passions, you
hmm.
naturally do what you love. So
And then the talent kind of just comes out of nowhere,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Oh my god. So
yeah.
short stories. Wow, we gotta
I
walk back
know.
on that a little bit. So we're
No.
talking like fan fiction, or
Yeah,
oh
Loki.
yeah. I had a feeling, y'all.
Loki, yeah.
Like,
I think I released like or published. I published like what 55 chapters or something.
wait, on Wattpad?
Yeah.
Ah, shout out. See, I know about that. I know.
How'd you know that?
Because in high school, I didn't write it, but I knew a lot of my friends that had
Oh,
Wattpad, and there's like other forums or I can't remember
yeah.
the names, but this fan fiction. I'm curious now because it's been a while since I've heard fan fiction and all that stuff.
Right.
What was the fan fiction? Was it like vampires? No.
No, it was like I don't know if I'm not gonna say that.
You can't say too much.
It was like a little it was a little fanfic.
Okay,
We'll
okay.
just keep it at that.
We'll keep it
I don't know
at
who's gonna be watching.
Yeah. The inspiration behind it.
Don't want to too deep in the hole.
For real. The person that was inspired by it.
Yeah.
You know who you are. You know. Get my girl up. Stop playing. Like, what you doing? Like.
Oh no! It was like a TV show. Yeah. But we'll keep it at that. We'll keep that.
We'll keep it at that.
This is suspicious.
Have you ever thought of like getting back into the fan fiction?
No. No, that's when I realized I was like, I really like writing. Like maybe I can like major in like college. But then my dad was like, you're not gonna get a job.
I feel that. That's me too.
So
Asian parents.
So he was like, change your degree. You're not gonna be a writer. What are you gonna do? Like,
what'd you end up majoring in then?
History of art. And I know he was still mad about that too. Like,
he's like, you should have been an engineer.
Yeah, he's an engineer, so
damn.
Of course he says that, but chill. It's chill. I loved my degree. It was really fun.
And where did you go to university, by the way?
Santa Barbara. UC Santa Barbara.
UC Santa Barbara.
Go Gauchos, tortillas up. Yeah.
Tortillas up.
Tortillas up.
So
we throw tortillas like at soccer games.
Oh my god, I need to go. They throw tortillas.
They throw tortillas on the field.
Man, you got me hungry. I might have to pull up. That's a unique tradition.
I know, yeah. And then they used to do it at the water polo games, but they get soggy in the water. So.
Oh, that's fair, yeah.
They don't do that anymore.
I'm learning so much, yo. I didn't know about the tortillas and water polo and everything.
Yeah.
But now you got my attention with this water polo now.
Right.
I do see you sometimes in the pool.
Oh yeah.
What's this all about? Talk me through that. Is that a passion too?
Water polo? 100%. I mean, I started out playing water polo my whole life.
Oh my god!
So
okay.
That was like my first, I guess you could say, one of my first passions. But I quit, as one does sometimes, when they just feel like the passion's not what they're actually, you don't actually want to pursue it that much. But I quit, and then I found music.
Okay.
But I've always loved music, but I was like, maybe this is something that I can.
You want to pursue and gravitate towards. Awesome. Yeah, that water polo. I mean, if people don't know what water polo is, I'm gonna be with you. I can't describe it. We have a professional though to describe. How would you describe water polo?
So water polo is like soccer, basketball, rugby, swimming, because you have to swim all in one. So you have a goal on each side. People could say like baskets, but they look like soccer goals.
Okay.
A little smaller. And you just go back and forth in the water, and you have 12 field players and 2 goalies.
Okay. And I think I've seen it when like the Olympics were popping off.
Yeah.
So how does it work? Is it like, you know how basketball you have to dribble each time? Is there a dribble?
Yeah, there is a dribble. We actually call it dribbling.
So what do you just dribble, tap the water?
You swim with the ball. That's dribbling.
Hold on. You said like this?
Yeah, so the balls are between, and you swim. And then you can pick up, you can do ball in hand.
I'm learning.
And then you can do slide, or the famous, or not the famous, the main thing in water polo is like the up and slide. So you like kick up, and then you slide, and then you shoot. And it's like basically movement in the water. You want to move within the water, so you can like catch someone off their guard, catch the goalie where they can't lunge.
Oh, like little juke them, like
they can't
left and
lunge
right.
as fast, so you like want to like fake. We have a lot of fakes and stuff.
Is there any like violations or like fouls?
Oh yeah. So we have fouls, which are like 2 second, 3 second fouls, and then you can just pass the ball to get it live again.
Oh, so you can't hold on to the ball the whole time.
So there's new rules. So
oh my goodness,
I know they changed the rules like pretty recently, so you can like pop it up to get it live, or you can pass it. But then there's like exclusions where you would like get sent to the box, like in hockey. So it's kind of like hockey, like
a penalty thing. Okay,
so you get sent to the penalty box for like 35, 25 seconds. I don't remember which one.
Is it timeout?
Timeout, yo. You get timed out.
You basically get timed out.
And then you come back in, and then so you're gonna be like down a man or up a man.
Yeah.
Whichever. And sometimes they can keep going, so you can technically have like 4 people out.
Oh my god, that's so cool! Crazy. Wow, I didn't even know they played it in Texas. To be honest,
I know. Don't get me.
That's so. What made you like fall into that whole sport?
Well, my brother. So my brother played water polo.
Really? Okay.
And he's actually quite fantastic player. Like
Fantastic.
he was gonna go to Stanford. He was gonna go try and play like at Brown University. He's a
Oh
very
my
smart man.
goodness.
But now, or he went to the Naval Academy for water polo. He played there.
Oh, he played.
He
Oh,
played
it all
there.
connects now.
Yeah.
Navy. Okay, that's why he didn't pick Air Force because there's no air polo.
Well,
I just don't fly it. Just fly it
well,
around.
actually, the Air Force does have a water polo team.
Oh, never mind.
I
Sorry,
like
Air
the
Force.
joke.
Yeah,
I like the joke.
I tried. But imagine the
That's
jetpacks.
funny.
That's the future.
The jetpacks. Oh my
Air
God.
polo, they just float around and then they
Yeah.
float. Guys,
Nah.
I told you, sponsor me.
Oh
I
my
want to try. I don't
God.
think I've tried water polo. I think one of the
Mhm.
more unique sports I've tried. It's not super unique, but like floorball.
Floorball.
I don't know if you've heard of that one.
I don't think so. Like
It's
pickleball.
it's you would think because like how it sounds, but it's like I think it's Swedish. Shout out Sweden.
Cool,
You know,
Sweden.
something like that region.
Mhm.
But I played it. Funny enough, when I was in Indonesia for school,
Okay, cool.
and it's like like the wiffle ball.
Yeah.
So there's like it's kind of like a hockey stick, but there's like holes in it, and you play like floor hockey essentially. But then there's a wiffle ball and similar rules to hockey and stuff like that.
Wow.
But it's pretty
Okay.
unique. I love how there's always like new sports coming up. Like
Yeah.
we have a spike ball set right there.
Oh, I
No, not
love
even gonna see
spike ball.
over in the corner right
I'm not very
there.
good at spike ball, but I do
It's
like
hard.
it.
It's hard.
So hard.
You know, because you have the like
Especially
the
like on the beach.
oh
Like,
yeah.
gotta do it on like level the ground.
They got the little like because like there's a volleyball component a little bit with the
Mhm.
fast reaction and
Yeah.
but it's so crazy how there's like always new sports and stuff like
Mhm.
that. So I'm trying to get back into it. Are you in a water polo league though, or?
Oh no.
Oh no no no
No,
no.
I just do like pickup games. You know,
Okay.
pick up basketball, pick up water polo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's usually the people that say that means that she's a professional, guys. That they're like, yeah, I just play pickup, and then after I just score 5 points and
No, but I'm a play like a point guard. I make the plays.
you saw
But
that.
sometimes I have like 2 goals or what, but
There you go.
nothing crazy.
2 goals,
I,
you know.
yeah,
She
nothing,
got the
nothing
dance moves. Shout out to her dance moves. Another flower
crazy. Dance
sections.
moves.
Flower. You remember that time during the Squid Games when I was a nightclub promoter for a little bit?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I was hustling, y'all.
Patty was the many hats.
Yeah, I was
Literally.
hustling. I'm trying to make money because I moved to LA that time, a couple months before that. I need to make money somehow. And I was like, I like going out. Let me make some money.
Yeah.
But she came, pulled up.
Hey, he was a really good promoter.
Thank you. Appreciate it. It was a funny vibe because I've never been to that place.
Yeah.
And let's just say it smelled loud as hell.
Yeah.
Super loud. But it was a good vibe with everybody. We did our thing. It was
It
fun.
was
Everyone
fun.
that was there. We love and miss y'all. Hopefully we can see you guys soon.
Mhm.
But yeah, that was a funny time. It was a good
That
time.
was a fun
Little
time.
dance moves. It's so random. Like
No, but it was fun.
yeah, it was a good time. That's what we try to do in LA. That's why I love LA so much. Honestly, like
Yeah, you do a lot of things in LA.
it's so inspiring. Like having people, having friends, like y'all just hustling. Like after the 9 to 5, having the energy to do like
Yeah.
a podcast, to sing at night at the Good Night, the place in the
Good
venue.
night. Good night.
Good Night in what's the area again called? See, I'm sorry.
North Hollywood.
North Hollywood. Really nice place, y'all. I recommend it. Super cozy. And your friend over there, he was super talented. I'm not gonna lie.
That's right. I wish you would have seen JT too, but I get it. You had to get
Oh yeah,
Working
a lot of the J's.
a lot of J. I call it J cubes because it was J. Three of the J's.
Absolutely. And
Good
for
times.
we were talking about writing a little bit, not for the music
Right.
transition, for the writing. You write any music?
I do. Yes, I do. I write my own songs. Yes. Well, I started out with poetry, and I mean, I think personally that all songs are like poetic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you go into rap, you go into any other song, it's very much poetry.
Mm-hmm.
So I songwrite off of my poetry.
How does writing a song work in your head, for example? Because
Ooh,
it's different for me. I'm not an artist like that, yo. I love entertainment, like podcasting, hosting, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I have my own kind of thing to like write a script and all that, whatever.
Yeah.
But for a song, as a
Right.
songwriter, walk me through that for someone that like wants to try it out. Maybe who
Yeah,
knows?
yeah.
Yeah. Walk me
Well,
through
what I found is helpful, I guess,
it.
is to do like a continuous like run on
Okay.
of a story that you want to make. It's just a story of like what you're feeling, however you want to do your narrative.
Okay.
Just write a continuous one,
Continuous.
and then you just take bits and parts to condense it into a short poetry, like a little small poem.
Okay.
And you just use like small little bits.
All right. Okay. Let me try. Let me see if this is something. Okay. This is gonna be live, y'all. We're gonna write a new song for the Patty Show. Okay, so run
Yeah.
on. I need to find my girl because Valentine's Day is coming up. I need to find a sugar mama, but I don't want to have to give too much sugar. Can that be a song?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, my name is Patty. V-Day coming up. What was it?
Don't want to
Don't
give too much sugar to the sugar mama.
or not too much sugar. Sugar mama, where you at or something. Like,
Thank you, and that was the
that
song,
wasn't very
everybody.
good.
We're gonna.
But you should add more rhymes to that, of
There we go.
course,
The new song for the Patty Show. Maybe, maybe
or like
not.
sugar mama,
Yeah.
where you at?
Oh,
Patty, patty, patty.
patty cake with no hands. Sugar mama, sugar.
No hands.
Look at that. We just made the song on the spot.
Yeah.
Shout out to my girl Jordan Castillo, right? That's how you say the last name?
Castillo.
Castillo. Exotic. We love it. Damn things. Now I'm gonna have to.
You should do a little intro.
Yeah, you know.
Like Patty, Patty, Patty Show. Patty, Patty, Patty Show.
Okay, I might need you to say. Because I just have my boy that made the little background thing, so I might need that.
Cool.
We're working on the spot, y'all. See, look at that. I love that. See, so it's the whole flow thing. Honestly, it's crazy. That literally took me back to high school for my English writing class. Okay. Shout out to my teacher, Mr. Paso. Love you, girl. But I remember, in high school, I was like in more inner city vibe, ghetto. So any type of a little ghetto. Love Bridgeport. Love you guys. But you know how it is. People are like, school, it's not that fun, all that, whatever. Yeah. But we always used to do these things called like free writing.
Oh, I love free writing. It's up my alley.
There we go. When you're in high school, you're like, oh, what is this BS, whatever. But now when I think about it, honestly,
it's helpful.
Super helpful. Even for like my scripts for this podcast and any type of creative format, it's good to, like you said, just let out all the gobbledygook in the head. Yeah. Even if it makes no sense at all.
Yeah, I was reading back on a lot of mine. I was like, man, so.
Yeah. Like this fanfic goes crazy. Yeah. Like, what are they talking about?
I was like, what is this? Yeah. But then, like, reading the final version, I was like, okay, yeah. Good. So,
but that's all that.
Does help.
Yeah, that's all that passion coming out onto the page.
Yes.
Another passion and page. So now you're passion on the page. So now are we trying to make more music then? Like sing more? What's the balance right now for your whole passion?
Right. I mean, I write every day. I love writing. So that's, that stays. But for producing, I really want to get better at producing and production so I can release songs like more fluidly and just more, more and more.
More and more, y'all. Look at that. She's gonna release to Spotify soon and everything.
Yeah,
once y'all stop playing. SoundCloud though is.
I have SoundCloud.
What is the SoundCloud again?
SoundCloud. It's called Childish Bingo. It's not my name. I've always, as used to be my Finsta, and I like it because I got off with Childish Gambino, but I like the bingo. It's like bingo.
Bingo.
Yeah, so it's Childish Bingo.
Bingo. What's his name? I thought he was gonna pop up.
Bingo. What was his name?
B-I-N-G-O. What's his name? Ta-da! Patty, what's his name? Patty.
Yeah.
Or something.
Patty, what's his name? That's a good one.
See, Patty, what's his name? You got me thinking. I'm gonna have to write all this down. I'm gonna look back through the episode and find out all the different ideas for the song. Yeah. Speaking of unlocking the hidden stuff, this is my next kind of question for our first talking point. Like I said, we've been hopping around a lot, but how do you unlock the hidden potential within yourself? You kind of mentioned it a little bit. How first you had the little water polo action passion, all that. How did you transition into that more musical vibe? Was it like your friend, family, just witnessing music? Talk me through that.
I kind of just did that with karaoke, I have to say.
Oh, she's part Asian.
Yeah.
Arigato. See? Told you. But, honestly, I'm not gonna this little tangent. I really thought you were like half Asian, to be honest.
Yeah,
when I first met you, I was like,
yeah. No, I get that a lot actually. People think I'm Greek, Asian, Armenian.
Oh, Armenian I could see too, actually.
Yeah.
Man, exotic, we love it. That's good.
Exotic, we love it.
We love the exotic. International.
International, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, as you're saying, continue.
Oh, well, so karaoke. I went to a lot of bars, obviously, as one does when you're in college. So I started going out to karaoke bars more frequently my senior year. And I found like this really cool spot. I just sang a lot. And at first I was just like it was just for fun. I had to get super drinks popping to get up
Yeah,
there,
a little wobbly dobbly.
liquid courage,
Yes, yes, a little wobbly dobbly, as they
Yeah,
say.
yeah. And then, so what I could say with like hitting or your hidden potential is like just putting yourself in uncomfortable
Mm.
situations. Put yourself in those uncomfortable stuff, and you'll find the potential
And then it
easily.
will reveal itself,
It'll reveal
you know?
itself. Yeah.
Was it like, did you know you could always sing before a little bit? Or was it like, imagine you were just, let me just sing this random song and out of nowhere it's either really good or really bad. And you're like,
Yeah.
I'm just going to try it out, you know?
Yeah, it was kind of a mixture of that. I
Uh-huh.
mean, I knew I always loved singing, but
Mm.
and then when people would start telling me like, "Oh, you have a really nice
Okay.
voice," I was like, "Oh, really?"
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like.
I think that's the
And then
self-doubt kind of thing. Honestly,
it is,
I think
yeah,
about that a lot too of like, I still have that imposter syndrome all
yeah.
the time. Like even before the fact that I know we're gonna have a chill vibe, but I was already nervous for this. Like presenting, I still get
Mhm,
nervous 1,000,000%
mhm,
of the time.
mhm.
But when I'm in the moment, hosting, presenting, whatever, I'm like,
Yeah,
I forget about all the BS and all that noise because I'm like, you know, I'm doing
exactly.
what I'm doing, what I love,
Yeah.
kind of thing. And it's hard because the setup before whatever that, especially with performance, whatever that is, like
Mhm.
you're talking about when you were performing,
Yep.
um,
Oh yeah, I was so nervous.
it
But I talked
was
to Patty before the
yeah.
show, and I was like, "Oh, like, oh, I
I know she
can't."
was like super nervous, and I get it because this is like it was your second gig, like
It was
official,
my first solo show,
first solo.
so
You come on now, first solo.
thank you.
I'm glad I pulled up because when I saw that, I was like, I gotta support girl, gotta support girl. That was your
Yeah.
first. It felt like it was her 100th because she was like smooth, natural, like the
Oh,
songs.
thanks.
What was that song from the artist, that famous one, the popular one?
Which one?
I
There's
can't.
quite a few.
I know, but that really popular that was song that
Oh,
from
Tracy Chapman?
yes. What's the name of the
Give me
song?
one reason.
Na, 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 na. That one. Oh, I
That
love that
was a
song.
great one. I love that
That one was a
song.
good one. And
Thank you.
then I can't remember the other one. You did sing one of your
I
originals,
did.
right?
I did one original in the beginning. Yep.
There was a prelude, a
It
little
was
bit.
an interlude. So that's
Interlude.
why I was kind of
Interlude.
like, this doesn't make sense to have an interlude first. But I was like, you know what? Let's switch it up. I think it'll be kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
like, and I feel like it was good to start with an original, just to like kind of low key get it out of the way because I was nervous about that
Oh yeah.
too. So
No,
I didn't want to like think about it after because I
honestly,
could do
yeah.
covers, like that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But like doing your own stuff, I was like, oh, I'm like nervous for this one the most.
Girl,
So
tell me about it. Yeah, having your own work out there, it's such a vulnerable state. You know,
yeah.
like I could, like for example, doing improv is cool and all, like just
Hmm.
going off the cuff from what people are saying. But
Yeah.
I've done like some stand up comedy, and it's
Oh.
vulnerable. Like my own
I don't
pieces
think
trying
I
to
ever
do
do
it.
stand up, so
It's
props to
scary,
you.
girl. It is scary. I mean, it's also I can't props to you with the like solo sing. It's you're in a vulnerable state. Like shout out to all the artists out there. Y'all killing it.
Mhm.
Keep doing it. Like it's scary beforehand,
It is.
but once you feel the flow, you just let it go. And
Yeah, you forget about it. That's
yeah,
definitely how I was going through the show. It's like, you know what, this is really fun.
I
I was
know.
having
Yeah,
a good time. I thought it was
it
really
flew
fun.
by too. You did like what 5 songs, maybe 4?
8 songs.
Damn. Yeah, she did a lot. I remember
I did a
it's
lot of
just
songs.
going through it, and then it was just like it felt good. I
Yeah.
was like
I
with
was trying
Chris.
to talk more, but it was like it started slipping. Like what I was gonna say, it
Hmm.
just started. You know, I kept forgetting. I was kind of like, oh, maybe I should just keep singing.
You know, yeah. At
I
least
didn't
people
know
are
what to say.
clapping. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Like people are clapping is good
I
then,
was
right?
like, thank you. Yeah,
Thank you.
I just keep
Woo!
going.
And then you have your little hat. That's like your trademark.
Yeah, my trademark is a top hat.
Top hat with
Yeah.
the tip jar. You know, stop
I use
playing.
it for tips.
That's smart. That's smart. Where'd you get the top hat, by the way?
It's like a vintage. I got it at a vintage store.
Do you do a lot of thrifting or?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, I would say most. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, yeah, sometimes,
Yeah,
mostly. But I like going to vintage stores.
Oh, okay.
'Cause I'm
More of
a
the
I like 20s, 30s, 40s attire.
okay.
And
She's
that's like,
very styling, y'all. You check out the YouTube, you can see the
yeah,
fit
that's
right here.
styling.
Always styling, styling and
This is
profiling.
white and black, but yeah.
Hey, well, it's the texture. I hopefully they can see. Yeah, the texture right there. You know, next to the Chiefs over there. Hopefully they won in the Super Bowl. I don't know if I can predict the future. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
no, I forgot about the Super Bowl
I
thing.
know it's flying by. It's because after that, it's basically February's gonna be done essentially, and then March and
True. Springtime, love spring.
springtime, and on to the next. You know, and speaking on to the next, we're on our second talking board. Like I said, I told you we just hop around on the patio show, just trying to get to know the vibe and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, fueling your fire. Okay.
Really fire.
Can you share any stories of, turning passion into purpose in your life?
Right, right. So well, purpose or sorry, passions stay, purpose changes, I think.
Mm, I like that.
Because I mean, like I said, I played water polo, and that was like my first
Hmm.
passion. and I went to school for water polo, and I truly believed like my purpose was to go overseas and play professionally,
Wow.
to even be like on a national team. Like that's what I truly thought my purpose was.
Hmm.
Then, I quit my third year and junior in college, quit that. The music came, and now like I know that my purpose is to try or offer healing to people through words and through singing. So
I love that. You pivoted. See, another
pivoted,
P.
little
Pivoted
pivot.
on a different passion.
And
What was
so,
the cue for that like switch or pivot in college?
you know, see that's tough because I mean I I still love water polo, as you know.
Oh,
Like
of
I
course,
play
yeah.
pickup games,
Yeah,
still
yeah.
like still have your passion, but
Mm-hmm.
purpose is different. But pivoted, I guess I just knew that I didn't want to go overseas, and I knew I didn't want to like take it to the next level. Like you take things to the next level, and I just didn't want to. Like I knew that's not where I wanted to go.
Mm,
Like I just had this like inner knowing, I guess you could say, intuition, and
mm.
I was like, I think this is where I stopped my collegiate, journey, and this is where I stopped professionally playing it.
Wow.
So
And then you were just like, it's time to pivot, and we
time to
don't.
pivot, just like Sean Paul, you
Oh,
guys.
shout out Sean Paul.
Shout out Sean Paul. He's
She
my
she she
inspiration,
teased
bro.
me about the Sean Paul story, so I have to
Yeah.
pry open. So Sean Paul, shout out to him.
So shout out Sean Paul.
We can get him on the Patty Show one day.
Hopefully,
That'd be awesome.
we should.
That'd be a funny man. Sean Paul,
He would have a
Sean
lot to
Paul.
say
Yeah. Oh yeah.
because he played water polo. He was on the national.
Okay.
He was on the Jamaican national team for water polo from ages like 16 to 21. So he played like around the same amount that I
So he was
played.
a legit pro.
He was on the national team for the Jamaican national team,
You
and
just blew my mind,
he quit and to do his musical career.
guys. We're witnessing the next Sean Paul. You like put the notes down. Sean Paul, Sean Paula, Sean Paula,
Paula.
Sean Paula. Wait, I did
But
not know that.
yeah, the more you know. The great Sean Paul,
Like his hits, yo.
I know. Take that temperature,
Oh
like
my goodness,
he's
that
great.
I didn't know.
And
Okay,
his dad played on the national team, so he's like it's like in the family,
it's a legacy
like a
kind of thing.
legacy thing. So imagine him and his dad, like his dad's expecting him to really go full throttle
Hmm.
into this, and then he's like, "I'm gonna quit and do music."
Yeah,
His dad's like, "What? Like, what do you mean? You know?"
yeah. He must have. Now he must have been super confused. Dad would have been.
Exactly.
He was an Asian dad. I would just say,
Uh-huh.
woo! It wouldn't have been a good little. Sean Paul might have been under the water. You know, under the water, where swimming with the fishes. That's so crazy. Wow, that connection. I did not expect that when you mentioned it earlier. I thought it was
I
gonna
know
be.
you're gonna be like, "What, Sean Paul?"
That's so, guys. I'm witnessing this in real time. Sean Paul, inspiration. But that also proves, like, honestly, it's not too late to reinvent yourself too.
Exactly. That's why I'm so inspired by like that story.
Yeah,
That
because
I know that. I'm like, wow.
the age thing is also crazy because we're still young. What year were you born in?
2000.
2000. It's just like my
Yeah.
brother. So it's like we're still young in the 20s right here.
Yeah.
Like
Roaring 20s.
we're in 20s. It's like even people in their 30s, 40s. Or my brother was sharing a lot of stuff from like actors that are like they didn't hit their big break until 50 or 60.
Yeah.
Like Oprah. I think she became like Oprah Winfrey. Like made that money what 50 or 60 or something like that.
Age is just a number.
Yeah, seriously. Like it's crazy. You never know when the opportunity is gonna strike. But just like go with the flow, keep getting those reps in, and you never know if it's gonna pivot or find a different purpose. That's so crazy. Like water polo to becoming a superstar singer, artist. Like
it's so inspiring. I was like, wow.
yo, that's gonna be you. Watch out. Stop playing. It's my girl.
Sean Paul.
That's my Sean Paula. Stage name. You better grab that name before.
No. I used to have a stage name.
Oh.
I didn't like it, and it just didn't feel natural. So I was like, you know what? I was named Jordan Castillo for a reason.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
exactly.
go. Let's go.
Like, my mom, my
That
dad,
part.
plus my heritage. I love my Mexican side.
Yes!
So I'm like, I'm keeping Castillo. Like it means castle. It means like
She's
divinity.
staying firm.
So
Yeah.
I'm
Royalty out there.
Yes.
Yo, shout out the Mexicans. I love y'all in Mexico.
Yes, brothers and sisters.
I love it. The vibe over there. I gotta go back. We gotta get a trip over there, Pat.
Yeah, I want to go to Mexico City. My grandma's from there.
Oh yeah.
So
I gotta travel more. I only went to Puerto Vallarta. It was a fun time. Not gonna lie, but I gotta travel. I just want to travel more, to be honest.
Yeah, me too.
The world is such a beautiful place. Shout out to everyone out there that's tuning in. We got some people from Russia tuning in.
Hey,
Estonia. I think we got some from Nigeria. It's all over. We love it. Indonesia, of course. All my people. All my,
Yeah.
they're probably all my cousins, but I love y'all. Thank you. Thank you for giving me those views. We love it. You know, like I said,
Yes.
at Patty Show Podcast, the handle, pattysetiati.com/podcast. You can find us there, pattyshow.podbean.com. I memorized it all now at this point, so stop playing, you know? Stop playing with the passions, okay? Follow up with that question though. We kind of talked about it a little bit, but
Yep.
what kind of fuels that transition from interest to an all-in commitment? Like, what fueled you to do that whole music? Like, you're like, I'm going all in on music. Bye
Hmm.
bye polo, adios. You know.
Right. I mean, commitment, you know.
She's like, I have commitment in me too. No,
No, I kind of just blend actually.
don't worry. I also have commitment issues. You know, with
Commitment issues.
that's not what it was
Oh
about.
my
But
god.
just to reframe it a little bit. But like, what can fuel the transition? Yeah,
Yes.
from the interest of just like, you know, as like a
Right,
hobby for
right.
the music. Like you did karaoke for like
Right,
a
right,
short
right.
time. How did you transition to like, all right, I'm really gonna put my foot down and like Shauna Paula, you
Shauna
know, I'm gonna
Paula.
pursue this as a career and a passion kind of thing, you know?
Yeah. I mean, commitment, like it's a big word, but
Mhm.
your passions should be fun.
Absolutely.
Perfectionism, I feel like you can't really stress too much on making everything really perfect and just go with the flow type
Mhm.
thing. But it should be a stern structure, of course. But if you're not having fun, then like what are you doing?
Yeah, I was
So
listening to I forgot what podcast. Oh, Diary of a CEO. I don't know if you.
no, that's a cool name though.
That's really cool. My boy Steve Bartlett, I think is his name. He has like he's
Cool.
this British dude that was like a millionaire by like 24, 25, but he was like
Hmm.
from like this what is it, from the UK. Parents weren't really there a lot. He was like in the ghetto also. Ghetto, shout out to ghetto. You learn a lot from that. But there was something about like what is it? When I forgot which guest it was on the show, but someone mentioned how like when your passion starts becoming too much like work,
Yeah, exactly,
that fire
exactly.
disappears, you know,
Yeah.
whatever that is. I can't imagine for like, so I think that's a really big thing for like athletes, for example, you know, like
Mhm.
people in the NBA or that play soccer, they play these sports when
Yeah,
they're
when
a
they do
kid.
reps after reps.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. That was actually what happened to me.
Oh,
That's so
okay.
cute. Like, my coach. Well, so she was a good coach.
Hmm.
Not to say like that, but it was too much
Mm,
as a work. Like I felt like I was too much work.
yeah.
In a way that it felt like a job. And I was like, I'm not even having fun. Like it wasn't fun anymore.
Mm.
So like that's where it kind of died down in a
Ooh.
way. And I was like, I don't think this isn't for
Yeah.
me anymore.
No,
But that's why
absolutely.
I have so much fun when I'm doing pickup games because it's so fun.
Yeah,
I
because
have such a great
yeah.
time.
That's honestly that's really maturity and the beauty of it. Because some people
Yeah,
also sometimes it is good to push a little bit and see where it goes, but then also sometimes it's time to be like, all right, this is legitimately the Great Wall of China. I can't go through it. You know, like I
exactly,
gotta either step
exactly.
around it or go another way.
Yeah,
And like you said, pivot's such a key word, honestly.
pivot.
But when you lose that like that fun and
Hmm.
enjoyment, like this is work too. Like the podcast, I'm not gonna lie, like scheduling stuff takes forever.
I'm
I'm not gonna lie,
sure.
it's such a
I'm
headache
sure
because I'm doing it
there's so much
myself.
work that goes into it.
There's so much behind the scenes, but
Yeah,
in the end of the day, I still have so much fun. That's why I'm
yeah.
still doing it. Like I get to talk to amazing people that I get to
Hmm.
reconnect with,
Hmm.
laugh, have some random stories. So it's
Yeah.
still fun, and I'm glad it's like that. Hopefully, it stays there for a while, yo. The passion, that's part of the show: passion, pleasure, and positivity. You never know, but also like life is so unpredictable. You really,
It
truly
is. Yeah,
never know. And
it
like you said,
is.
we're in our 20s, super young.
Mm.
This time last year, we were in Squid Game, right? We were still,
Yep.
yeah.
We're
It's
still doing Squid
crazy how
Games.
like a year can change. 2 years
So much
ago,
could happen in a year
yeah,
too.
2 years ago we didn't know each other. Like
Hmm.
it's just insane. So you really never know what's gonna happen. And I love how you mentioned the word commitment.
Hmm.
So I'm also not the problem. Okay, I'm not the only one with
Stop.
commitment issues. Where my sugar mama
Oh
at
my
it?
god.
But no commitment. Yeah, it's like when it comes to like passion, I feel like that discipline is really important. You know, you need to
Mhm.
have the structure because that's how you get better at certain
Mhm.
things. Because like
Mhm.
if you were just like not practicing singing, for example. Like imagine during your show,
Exactly.
you were like, Patty, I'm just gonna pull up and no warm up, no nothing.
Mhm.
I'm sure you'll do great. I believe
Yeah,
it, right? But then there's like another level to it too, right?
definitely.
Where you're
Like
not
I
as
have
warm.
that's what I'm saying. I have like a what's called a blanket. It's
What
like
is it?
Routine. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I'm like, well, I don't know why I'm like a routine.
yeah. Like a warm up
Routine.
routine kind of,
Yeah,
or
warm up routine, and I drink tea. Obviously, gotta have your honey and tea
honey and
for the
tea.
vocal
Sponsor
cords.
honey and tea. Is there a
Yep.
specific honey and tea you like, or just any honey, any
Well,
tea?
now that you ask, there's like this lemon throat coat that have like these nice little inspiring little like tags on them.
Oh my god,
And
that's
this
so
one
cute.
that I got the other day when we were talking about what was the first question about natural things and
Yeah,
how like
yeah, yeah.
everything's natural. It said in nature there's something marvelous in everything you do,
Mm.
or nature is something of marvelous. So
Oh my goodness. And what
marvelise.
is it? You said a throat coat?
Throat coat, like lemon tea. There's like green tea. It's good for
Man.
the your throat. So.
You tell me the brand later because they don't sponsor the show yet. But maybe
Okay.
y'all gonna sponsor the show, Patty. Stop playing. That's so
Yeah.
cool. And they have like little, you said little taglines and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's like Portuguese.
Oh my god.
Like they have
Shout out
like a
fortune
little, they have
cookies.
like little things, but it's all about like the nature and stuff.
And
I
like
love it.
I love that nature. I was gonna speak in Indonesian for a second, but
Hmm.
alami is it means natural, or like think of like the nature. I just love that word because it's like so peaceful. Alami.
Yes.
Peaceful, serene tea. I gotta get back
Serene
into
tea.
tea though, because I've been drinking too much Celsius.
Oh
Oh
yeah, this
yeah,
is and it's a natural like
and then
caffeine.
yeah, absolutely. I need to
Yeah,
get back to that because, woo, caffeine.
I know. I
It's
don't know how everyone drinks Celsius these days,
yeah.
but
I need it sometimes for
props to
my
you
from my other
guys.
job, like the meta. I love meta, but like it's tiring. 9 to 5. But yeah, no teas. That's so good. That's such a good tip. Tea tip
Yep, and
with
honey. You
Jordan.
gotta have your honey. I have the
Honey.
eucalyptus honey.
The what?
Eucalyptus.
Eucalyptus.
Yes, it's medicinal. It like helps with
Okay.
your throat too, and immune system, everything.
Eucalyptus is
Eucalyptus.
a plant.
It's a plant.
I
So
don't
they
know where
used
that
it,
is.
and it's like you go to the farmer's market,
Hmm.
they have some nice natural honey.
Oh, there we
So,
go. Farmer market girl right here, girly.
yeah.
Eucalyptus. I don't know what.
Eucalyptus.
I don't know what eucalyptus looks like because I already see all the different ones. I know
Hmm.
lavender.
Lavender is great too.
That's for sleeping though, right?
Yep.
And then what's another one? I can't remember the. It's all these names. I can barely remember. Eucalyptus, lavender. Oh, I think I had it for my I think you saw my bath. The reed diffusers.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I need a refill on that.
Yeah, I have some soap that I use lavender. Like your rest. It's like it says like on it. It's like a resting. Like go have some good rest. Lavender. It
Love
helps you
that.
sleep and stuff.
I feel like that's a balance too with all this like
Hmm.
hustle culture, like us working hard. I need to remind
Exactly. You gotta
myself.
have a good self care.
Absolutely. It's all about self care, tea, good vibes, that
Hmm.
routine. Maybe if you give me that routine, I'll be a singer too.
Yeah, so you were saying that you wanted to get back into singing, you're this church boy.
Oh, oh, she just teased the
I
church boy.
remember.
Yeah, so I was. This is. Let me tell you a little bit about this church boy stuff. So I was kind of forced. Love you, mom. But my all my whole family, basically all pastors. Like my mom's a pastor,
Wow.
uncle a pastor,
Yeah.
grandma's uncles, dogs, cousins, cat, everybody.
Cat.
Yeah, no, like seriously, like I got baptized in Indonesia, and my
Wow.
mom's doing like Bible school and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Shout out to her, she's working hard. But we had some smaller churches in our life.
Mhm.
We actually went to like a Spanish church before, so
Cool.
I had some Spanish gospel that I knew, like a black church too, and everything.
Uh-huh.
But there was a moment in time where we had our own congregation of like basically just a family and
Mhm.
a couple other people. So we didn't really have like worship leaders and stuff. So everyone would take turns, right?
Right.
So there was one time where, hey, you should do it. So
Patty, you're up.
I'm up. It's my turn. So I cannot sing, but they were like, oh, it's okay. As long as the Holy Spirit comes and you're singing, it's okay. It was terrible,
Oh my
but I
goodness. I
learned a
wish it
little.
wasn't that bad.
It's okay. Yeah, it was okay. But I learned a little guitar because of it, so it was
Mhm.
cool. And then a lot of it's honestly like breathing techniques.
It
Like
is,
it
yeah.
really is
And like
like
watching the pitch is really,
yeah, no,
help.
absolutely. Because I saw this thing where Ed Sheeran had an interview somewhere,
Mhm.
and like he showed an old clip of him singing, and it was like
Oh.
honestly,
Chaz,
sorry, Ed
that's how
Sheeran,
everyone's journey starts out though. Like
it was bad.
unless you're like, Michael Jackson
Yeah,
or
or
something, or
Beyonce.
like Whitney Houston,
Yeah,
that you're,
natural
basically like a
a prodigy.
prodigy.
Yeah,
Like,
just naturally gifted. Like
yeah.
yeah, but then now Ed Sheeran's like one of the top singers, and he was like, yeah, a lot of it was honestly practice, and practice makes perfect, whatever that cliche. But also like
No, it
just
really does though.
yeah, getting those
Just the
reps in.
reps.
No,
Like
see,
reps like it's like sports.
yeah, no,
But it's true, yeah.
it's so weird. It's the repetition, but it's funny finding the balance. Like we were talking about the whole like
Mhm.
commitment thing, having the commitment to do it, but also the self care of not pushing till you're like you have no energy. Like
Yeah.
if you practice to the ground, what's gonna happen? You're just gonna have
I'm
energy,
just gonna
lose the
what's it
passion,
called? You
like get depleted.
depleted,
Yeah, no,
depleted.
depleted. You're gonna get depleted. But exactly. Like if you just imagine you just kept doing the vocal, extra vocal, and then you don't have time to do
Yeah,
other stuff that you love, like the water polo. What happens
yeah.
is you
Balance. Have
it's
balance.
it's all the balance.
Hmm.
Namaste and arigato.
Namaste.
You know what I'm saying? Speaking of balance, this is a perfect transition to our third and actually final talking point of the show: overcoming speed bumps. Yes,
Right.
shout out to the LA roads.
Oh my god. Oh wow, you were waiting to say that or
Oh no,
something. There's
I was
no way. Not
nah,
to say
because being here for like a year, like
shout out to LA.
I'm from around the way in Connecticut, Bridgeport. If you look up
No, I get
Bridgeport,
you. We have nice roads in Texas. Even though it takes forever for construction.
same for Connecticut.
I swear, it takes
Connecticut,
5 years.
especially in my area, like it really is the hood. Like you have to look it up. I love them, everyone there. But when the road is messed up, it's messed up.
Yeah.
But LA, I think it just is way worse.
Yeah.
That's why I
It's
ended
like
up getting.
everywhere you go.
Oh yeah, it's terrible. Like
Yeah.
you could be in Beverly Hills and you see potholes everywhere, and like that's why I have an SUV for that. Shout out to the SUVs, because if you had the sedan, like oh my goodness, I
Yeah.
can't imagine. But yes,
Definitely.
overcoming speed bumps. Yes, my first question for this one is: how do you transform fear into forward motion? We talked about this fear, but let's double down on it
Right.
again. How do you transform that fear into forward motion?
Well, I think really like you can't fear fear. I always say you have to if or no, you have to go through it. Like
Oh,
I don't fear, I go through it. And maybe that's a little corny to say, but it's very true, like you gotta be friends with fear,
oh,
you know?
you gotta be friends
Ooh.
with fear. Nah,
Yeah, you have
nah.
to be friends, like, because you can be doubtful, you can have fears, and that's okay. It's natural, it always will be. That's not something that's gonna go away, but you can, like, try and, like, you know, go through it. You gotta
Mhm.
go through it. You gotta
It,
wallow, you gotta be sad, like,
ooh, you
you
gotta just
gotta
go through the motions.
gotta go through the emotions, gotta accept it,
Is there a
and it'll be
moment
better.
in time where you face that fear like head on? If you're willing to share anything, like you're like, this is one of those
Mm,
moments in my life, like, damn, once I did this, things kind of like, like you were like,
yeah.
whoa.
Well, I mean, from like stage fright, to be honest, like I've
Hmm.
always and just being seen, like it's always a kind of fear. I didn't really like it like at all. Like it was like something and I like to be heard. Like who wants to really listen to me? Like those doubts,
Mm,
like why is what I have to say important? But now I'm just like, some people will listen. Some people are you be thankful and encourage them to listen
absolutely.
and heal.
Yeah, you're inspiring, honestly, doing like any type of
Oh,
all the performers, we appreciate y'all, but this is another flower shout out to you. The fact that you went up there on a, when did I see you again? That was a couple days ago, right? I can't remember.
yes,
I
yeah.
can't remember.
Or maybe like a week ago. Like
Right when
no,
I
no, it
said,
was Sunday.
yeah, it was. Oh, yeah, it was like a random. The fact that you were like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna let people know, and whoever show up, and you
Yep.
killed it, girl. You faced that fear, and you did tell me before, but it didn't
Yeah.
seem like you were nervous because the second you were in the zone, it's
Hmm.
just like you forget all the fear and you
Yeah.
already shook hands with the devil, as they say. And you're like,
Exactly.
this is my
Exactly.
deal. I think that's a really good, honestly, really good tip for everyone.
Hmm.
Don't be afraid to shake the hand of fear or look fear in the eye and be like, hey man, I might be scared of you, but let's do it. Bet. It's
Exactly.
like, bet.
Hey, I mean, it opens doors to endless opportunities and change, and like that's the best thing, you
Honestly,
know.
that's such a key thing. Like, was it like nothing changes if nothing changes kind of
Hmm.
thing?
Hmm.
The only way there'll be any sort of changes when there's some discomfort or
Yeah, you have to feel
movement.
discomfort. You
Absolutely.
have
We
to.
did talk about that earlier, about that discomfort, because
Uh-huh.
that's how you get the growth. You don't get growth from like doing the same thing and
Yeah,
just
you just stay stagnant.
staying the same. Like
Yeah.
for sports and working out, you don't get any
Yeah.
better by facing the same person every single day or doing the same practice. You have to like
Exactly.
level it up little by little, little by little. Obviously, like we talk about balance, balance is important.
Hmm.
But there's a certain point where some people need to listen to this part of it where you have to push past the envelope.
Yep.
Some people need to relax with the tea, depending where
The
you
tea.
the pet tea. Maybe that's a new brand. But it depends on where you are at life. I feel
Hmm.
like for me, I'm trying to find that balance too, where I'm
Hmm.
like, some days I'm at the gym, I'm like, man, I have to push the envelope, go crazy, go hard, go hard. Then I
Hmm.
realize, damn, I'm so burnt down because I've been so consistent.
Yep, gotta listen to your body too.
Yeah, honestly,
Important.
that's what I did today. Because yesterday I was doing some crazy cardio because I'm like I'm
Yeah, what do
aggressive
you do at
covering.
the gym?
I
Just
did
like
my little,
curiosity, because I used
yeah,
to be doing that stuff all the time.
personal training. So I do a little upper body, lower body split over
Okay.
there. But I'm trying to get back into the cardio stuff to lean down a little bit.
Yes, cardio.
Elliptical has been my favorite because it's like a full body
That's
thing,
a good
and
one.
then gooder, better. I would say gooder.
You do some rowing. Rowing's
Oh,
good.
rowing's good. I gotta get
I
back
love
into that.
rowing.
But better on the joints. But
Hmm.
yesterday, oh my god, I was pushing so hard. Like my heart rate was like 160 average. Like I was
Damn.
just because like I had the extra motivation.
Mm.
This morning I was training some clients too. I did some ab stuff and I was just exhausted. I just didn't have the same intensity, and I was like, hey, I'm supposed to do 35 minutes of whatever heart rate. I think 130 to 140. I'm like, hey man,
Right.
forget this. At least I'm gonna just do 35 minutes of whatever I can. Better than nothing.
There you
And
go.
you can't beat yourself up for it
Yeah.
because everyone in the world is gonna beat you up for it, whether it's work and all that stuff. So don't, you know, be the reason that you give up.
Yes. Yes.
I think that's the biggest
That's a
thing
good.
I've realized in
Yeah.
the past year too, because there's gonna be so many doubters out there. Grateful,
Hmm.
like I said, to have you and people in the
Of
circle,
course. Of
amazing,
course. Of
all that good stuff,
course.
supporting each other. That's amazing. But there's a lot of doubters out there, especially with the
Oh,
online
hey,
presence.
haters will always be there, but
Haters.
I can't help the haters from hating, or what's it called? That's not what it was. The haters be hating. I can't save them.
Mm,
That's what I say.
there we go. We got a rapper right there. She just made that poem right there. Like I said, the Patty poem's coming out
The
soon.
haters be hating. I
Haters
can't
be
save
hating.
them, man. I can't
Abs-
save
you
you.
can't save them, but you
You
can save
know?
yourself from being your own hater, honestly.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
yeah, there's just too much negativity in the world. So don't
Mhm.
be your number one hater. Be your number one supporter.
Yeah.
But don't be delusional too. So if you need to work on
Don't be
singing,
delusional
if
either.
you know what I'm saying. Like shout out to me and karaoke. Nah, I need
Yeah,
we need to do
we
karaoke.
should go do that sometime.
Karaoke, Patty show karaoke would be a fun
Mhm.
time. I
Mhm.
do love the karaoke when it's like everyone's watching kind of thing because it's fun. It's like
Yeah.
seeing kind of thing. Quiet rooms are cool too because like
Oh yeah, don't do the quiet
yeah,
rooms.
that's
I don't,
that's more like party
unless you
than
want to go like a group of
intimate. Yeah, like, if you
people.
got like a good group and you're just
Yeah,
trying to chill and
like maybe
everyone.
like 10, 15 people.
Yeah,
Like if
yeah,
you go
yeah.
with like 4 people, it's kind of like,
It's kind of like all right.
yeah,
I heard
yeah.
you
It's
sing
like,
Chris Brown 50 times.
yeah, exactly.
Shout out my boy. He won R&B album of the year. It's my boy Breezy. He's gonna be on the podcast soon too. That would be
Oh my gosh.
that'd be crazy. That's my boy right there. But continuing again, our final question just to wrap
Hmm.
things up. Okay, what strategies keep passion projects on track despite the different obstacles? We work various jobs.
Right,
You know how it is. But you got any strategies to share out there for the people to stay on track, whether it's to be a musician? Maybe
right.
they want to do the reverse of Sean Paul and you.
The
Maybe they
reverse.
did music first and want to do water polo. Who knows? They want to make a podcast. Any strategies or tips for that?
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I heard obstacles, I
Hmm.
hear, or I think of like procrastination. I think of like tragedies, traumas, everything that you're going through that uncontrollable is
Hmm.
basically that you can't control. Um, I really think, forgiveness, I guess, if you're struggling within yourself, it's like really forgiving other. It's a powerful thing. Forgiveness and um, yeah, no one was gonna say. I just blanked.
Don't worry.
I was like,
Forget.
but forgiveness is a powerful thing, and if you can forgive others and forgive yourself, those are great strategies to continue like your passions. And basically, facing those obstacles.
Hmm.
And procrastination is the same thing with that. Like you're gonna be procrastinating probably all the time. There's something
Absolutely.
that's like gonna not happen. Like you're gonna be sidetracked. There's gonna be things that distract you. There's gonna be things that are out of your control.
There's always gonna be. You're right. That's such a
Yeah.
good point. There's always gonna be obstacles. Procrastination just prolongs the inevitable,
Yeah.
as they say.
Exactly.
Like we are talking about with the fear point. Like
Mhm.
you're procrastinating to the point where you have to face it eventually, or
Yeah, or you're
you
just not,
never.
you'll never do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And honestly, that differentiates people that are like pursuing their passion like
Mhm.
actively and people that aren't. So if y'all are trying to
Yeah.
pursue that passion, hold yourself accountable this year, 2025.
Hey,
Face the fear.
new
New
year.
year,
Everything,
new
so much can
you.
happen in a
Oh,
year.
absolutely. So much can happen
So
in a week, in
in
a
a week,
month.
in a day,
Yeah, no,
in a minute.
in a minute, right, Cody? Yeah, he's chilling over there. He's having a fun time over
Oh,
there.
dog,
But no,
Cody's so
yeah,
cute.
he's been chill, so that's good. I appreciate. He loves the energy. That's why the country
Mhm.
girl energy.
Crazy girl.
But that's really good. The forgiveness, I think that's another really good tip, and I think especially for
Mhm.
people that are hustling on so much stuff, girl. Like
Yeah.
you You gotta, like I said, we can't be our biggest hater. We gotta give ourselves
Yes.
so
Yeah.
much love. Give ourselves a hug.
Yeah.
Honestly, we talk about it
Self-love.
on one of the episodes on the Patty Show with Machek. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
like just giving yourself whether it's a physical hug or like that mental, spiritual hug, because there is a lot of BS out there in the world. So much negativity. Everyone doubting you, whoever that is. But if you're your number one enemy, it's gonna make things 20 million times harder. So
True.
love yourself, forgive yourself, then you can forgive others, and it's just all stacking, habit stacking, all that stuff. And like I said, I'm super grateful for you coming on the show,
Yes,
girl.
and thank you so much for having me. I am so appreciative because I've never done a podcast or like been interviewed or
Well, girl,
talked ever like this. So,
you're a
like I said, I was
natural.
kind of nervous before this again.
She killed it though, but she faced fear. Yeah. She looked at fear and was like, "Yo,
Yeah, I was
Patty
like,
Show's right here. We
dabbed it
vibing."
up,
Yeah, Devin's like, "We're gonna be on the Patty Show." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's chill. He's right here. The spirit of the haters, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But did you want to do any like final remarks or anything? Any final advice for the viewers out there that you want to give?
Just do you, do you, and don't compare yourselves to others. Just have fun, it's life. You only have one,
I love that. Well, thanks for sharing again. Arigato, all the good vibes. Where can they find you again? The socials
Oh
and everything?
yes, SoundCloud, Childish Cambino,
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Marie C or Jordan CM, Instagram with 2 R's.
2 R's.
And then Twitter, you can. I don't really go on Twitter anymore. I don't know who does
Me
these
neither.
days. X, extremely stupid. Like what? Like what? Why
Girl.
would you name it that? I don't get it.
He's just trying to be different.
It's so dumb. But I do use it sometimes. It's Jordan Castillo with 2 I's because that other stuff was taken. I don't know why it's always 222, but maybe that's
the lucky number.
Yeah.
Shout out to.
I was 2
2.
in college, so who knows?
Oh yeah, that was the number.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Well, you're killing it, girl. I appreciate you. Episode's gonna come out soon. Next episode of Patty Show is gonna come out. Maybe it's a special season 3 recap. Maybe we'll see. I don't know. I don't want to spoil too much for the next that's coming up. But you can find us at Patty Show Podcast. Subscribe to the YouTube, y'all. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers.
Yeah.
And then pattyshow.podbean.com, pattysetiati.com/podbean, and we're gonna end with a little arigato together. And we like I said, I'm so grateful for you again. Thanks for being vulnerable and sharing.
Of course.
And y'all tune into all her stuff. She's gonna kill it. SoundCloud, Spotify coming out soon, and we're gonna end it with arigato, everybody. And arigato. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thanks for joining me on this episode of The Patty Show. I hope you had as much fun as I did exploring the crossing point of the 3 P's: passion, pleasure, and positivity. If you want to keep the Patty Party going, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and all social platforms at Patty Show Podcast. Share this episode and leave a positive review. PattySetiati.com/podcast, as well as PattyShow.podbean.com have got more of your Patty Show needs. In the meantime, keep passionately pursuing your personal paradise. Arigato.